A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to Nicodemus, "The Son of Man must be lifted up, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the desert, so that everyone who believes may have eternal life in him." Yes, God loved the world so much that he gave his only Son, so that everyone who believes in him may not be lost, but may have eternal life. For God sent his Son in the world, not to condemn the world, but so that through him the world might be saved.
In the first part of today's Gospel, Jesus reminds the people of a time when God told Moses to lift up a bronze serpent. Anyone who looked at that bronze snake would be cured of poisonous snake bites. Imagine if you were bitten by a snake and could potentially die from its poison. What is the last thing that you would want to see? Probably the image of a snake. But that is precisely what the people had to look at to be cured and to be saved. In a similar way, sometimes the last thing that we as Christians want to focus on is the image of Good Friday, the beaten and crucified Christ. Those images can make us feel uneasy and maybe uncomfortable. Yet this is where we find our salvation, through the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. When Jesus is battered, bruised and broken, that is when he is victorious. Jesus has given the whole of his life for other people. And now, when you think he can't give any more, he's humiliated and beaten up and lifted up high, hung on that cross. Because he goes through all of that, Jesus understands and knows the pain and suffering that we feel in our lives. Through Jesus comes our salvation, and we can only receive that salvation by remaining close to him.
God our Father, may we keep you at the centre of our hearts today, and know that you are always with us. May we recognise the light of your Son, and allow him to always be at our side. When darkness creeps into our lives, when things become difficult, when we fall away from you, help us to see the light of Christ and become people who live in this light.